Hey, how are you? Welcome back to KSB Greenhouse. Today I'm going to demonstrate you how to build a Greenhouse Astra. It's a little seed bed. It comes in a box like this. To build a Greenhouse Astra, we will need tools like power tools like a screw gun or impact driver, which with PH2 bits, and also we will need 10mm spanners, tape, and a knife. Okay, long blade knives, 18mm knife blades, so they would be the best for this job, but you can use also any type of Stanley knife. All right, so the first thing we're gonna start, we're gonna open the box and we're gonna sort out the parts. Okay, let's open it. So these are the polycarbonate sheets for the covers. Okay, we're not gonna need them now, so I'm just gonna put them aside. So the next, we have a frame here, and this small little bag, this is where all the screws and bits are in. So we just, before we continue to do the job, we're gonna sort it out. So ideally, if you have some boxes, let's put all these screws, okay, handles, different type of screws. Okay, so for the first job, to screw to make a bed, first we will need these smaller ones here. Okay, so I'm gonna put them separately in a separate box. So I'm not gonna need these two here. Okay, don't need this anymore. So let's start sorting out the frame. So these are the corner bits. Then we have long parts like these. Rubber sealant is inside, so I'm gonna show you later on what for we are using them. Okay. Leave these here. These parts they're gonna be for lids, so we don't need them at the moment. Some more parts in here. Separate them. Okay. There's a manual inside, illustrated manual. Okay, it shows you what parts needs to be in here and step by step what you have to do. Okay, so yeah, you just can follow me, and we're basically gonna do everything the same way as it is in the manual. As you can see, there's lots of different parts. Okay, everything is separated now, so we're ready to make a bed. We're gonna need corner bits. Then, to make everything easier, let's take two smaller parts and let's put two of them on one side and seal them on other side. Then we take a long piece here. Okay. Corner part, as you can see, these are the holes. I'm gonna use for attaching corner part to the main part. Okay, the screws are self-tapping screws. They're self-tappers, so that's why you need a power tool to get them in. Same thing on the other side. Make sure it's here in the line. Corner part of the long bit. Okay, now we're gonna put another one in. Slide it in. Okay. Make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, one side is done. Let's make another one. Just gonna keep it here. Okay, same thing with the other side. Slide in the next one. Perfect. Other side is done. Now we're going to turn around it, and then we're going to use the shorter pieces now. just to connect the both sides together. Okay, before we screw these things, so as you can see, there's these two holes. That's going to be holder for the lids later on. So if you look here, one side is smaller than the other one, so we just need to make sure both sides are matching. Okay, so this one is smaller, so this is not good for us. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be the one. So the next thing what we're gonna do, now to clear this one now. Okay, it's gonna be a bit tricky in here. Still manageable. Side. Okay. Change. Okay. Just double check. For the same direction. So the next step, you need to join this part with the other one. Okay. So it will be a bit tricky. And flush together. Just screw them together. And then make sure everything is nice and straight. Okay, let's check that side again. Let's see, closer. Fine. Bolt on the other side. Okay, and the second floor, basically, Everything is nice and tight. Ready? So the next thing, what we need from this package. I need to put these holders. These can be the holders for the lid. This is where we're gonna need spanners, or you can use pliers as well if you want. Okay. So these two holes here, so we put the bolt in here, washer and the nut goes from inside. Okay. Washer. Sure it's nice and tight. Same thing the other side. here. Tricky here. Okay, that's it. Spanners, we're not gonna need them anymore. Okay, so now let's prepare the lids. For the lids we will need all these tube type parts, so basically we just need to connect them together. For connecting them together we're gonna use bolts like this. Okay. How to make the lids. So the drawing number 2 and drawing number 3. Okay, let's follow them. So we're gonna first make these corners here. All right, number 7, number 8, and number 6. Okay. So the number 6 parts are bigger than the number 9. But the parts are numbered, so no worries. Anyway. Okay. So to make it easier, let's sort out these parts by the numbers. 8, 11, 7, 10, 11, 7. Oh, let's see it. 7s. 8, 1, 10. So all these parts here. Okay, let's follow the drawing. Quickly. In the box. Okay. So part number 8 and part number 7. Okay, so we will need to connect to the part number 8. We need to connect the long parts number 3 and to the part number 7, long part number 3. So that means I need to remember that, you see, there's a different holes, shorter, smaller, bigger. So the screw has to go first through the biggest hole. So, because we're going to be connecting here part number 5, so I just make sure the big hole here is here on the side. And the big hole is here on the bottom, where I'm going to be joining the part number 6. And with the part number 7, it's going to be connected to part number 8, and also to the 6 from here, and the part number 3 from here. Okay, so this one is ready for joining the parts together. Okay. So we're gonna leave this one on this side. So we need to now make the other side. Again, number 6, number 8-1, and number 7. So again, we always need to remember about the holes. They're coming out. So they're gonna be like this. And this. That's it. Okay. So next we're gonna connect parts number 5 and 3. Okay. So let's prepare a few bolts. Comfortable if you have a magnet in your gun. Okay. So the part number 5 is this part. So remember about these door handles. They should be on the front, not on the back or up, on the front here. Okay. Do not over tie them in the beginning. Okay, so now we need to put part number 3 here. Let's find the right one. So that's part number 12. So this is part number 3. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna tighten these screws. So if the floor is nice and level, make sure the lid is standing nice and level too. Then you can tie the bolt. Okay. Okay. Next, everything is nice and level. So we can tie these bolts. Okay. Okay. So the first lid is ready. So we're gonna put this aside for the moment. Let's make another one. Same principle. Just different combination, different numbers. Okay. Let's take part number 11, part number 10, and let's run them together. Okay, so that's gonna be front. This. 11. This is from this side here. On this side. So a new needs to be from this side. Okay, so that's going to be one side, that's other side, to make sure everything is right. Look at these small holes here. If we put parts together, they basically have to match. Okay. Next, what we do, we join them together with the long parts. So the bottom part will be part number 17. And again, remember about these holes, they are door handles. So they have to be on the front. And the last final part is part number 12. So actually, here and there. Okay, now we again make sure everything nice and tight, and then okay. Let's try again. No gaps there. Okay, other leg is done. So we are ready for the next step. So we're gonna put the lid on the bed. Okay. Take it low away. Sides. Let's make for ourselves a little bit space around it. So the next what I'm gonna do, this is where I need the tape. I will make sure the box is standing in squares. Okay, it should be 1 meter and 97 centimeters from corner to corner. Okay. Okay, so the next, some parts what we have here. We're gonna use these 2 pins. And first we start with the smallest lid. The lids are not the same size, okay? As you can see, this one here, the one is bigger than the other one. So first we start with the smallest one, okay? Smallest one should be on this side. Just put the pin in. Okay, so the next part, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the sides, and then we put the polycarbonate on the top. All right, on the sides, as you can see, you have already pre-cut polycarbonate. So you need first 1 piece for each side. Okay. So the next, this is where we're gonna use the smaller bit of the rubber. So for smaller lid, we will use this rubber here. It's kind of like a triangle, and sliding rubber, as you can see here. It's gonna be sliding rubber. Same thing for the other side. So the rest of the bit's gonna be for the bigger lid. Okay. Let's start with that side first. Let's use some box underneath. Sure they're not cold. Okay, because we will have to move this lid up and down, and for not to let it fall in, we need to use something there. Secure it. Okay. Put everything here. Okay. For detaching the polycarbonate, remember there will be 2 types of self-tapping screws. Okay, just follow me where we use which ones. So now, for the smaller lid, to do the sides, we will use this one here. They kind of have rounded head. You'll need a Phillips bit to screw them in. Okay, and then where these we're gonna use, I'll show you next. So put them here in the box. Okay. So polycarbonate sheet. Okay. And this is where we're gonna need the knife as well. Okay, let's first take the film off of the polycarbonate. Remember, there's a film on the both sides. The writing side is outside. It's usually the UV protected side. Okay. Now we need to put it nice and straight. So because of this pin, I need to do a little cutting here. Okay. When you put this lid, it should be in the line here, and it should be in the line here. Okay. Now we need to secure the polycarbonate. So the first screw is the most interesting one, okay? So make sure your hands are not shaking, okay? Because you don't want the drill gun to slip off of the bolt, the screw. Okay, let's check again. Everything is right here. All right, so the next step, you have to slide on the rubber here. One. More. Come on. Start it all over again. And this could be a little bit tricky. Comes off again. Let's do it a bit slower now. Take the time. Should be fine then. Okay. Okay. Don't want to rush. Okay. A little bit more. That's it. Yeah, just take your time and everything will be fine. Okay. To secure it. Okay, this is where the other rubber goes. As you can see, this is like kind of triangle. If you touch it, you're gonna feel it that one side is a little bit softer, another side is a little bit harder. So the hardest side goes behind the polycarbonate here. Okay, and softer side will be here. Okay. Again. Bolts. One more here. Okay, and we need to cut around the edge around this frame. Side is done. Let's go to the other side. This is basically the same principle. This time we're gonna take a little bit of time. We're gonna do it slower. Work out from the first. Perfect. Should from the first go. Secure it straight away. Okay, let's not forget this rubber here. Okay, so now we need to do this part here. So it's one of the hardest parts in the process of building this greenhouse. Okay, so now this part is a little bit harder than the all other parts in the greenhouse. So from the two big sheets what you have in the package, we take the smallest one because that's the smallest lid. Okay, it's going to be a bit tricky to put it up, but it's all manageable. I'll show you the easiest and best way how to do it. Okay, so first we're gonna clean and take off the protection film. When you do that, don't forget which is UV protected side and which is not. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start this way. So this is the front. So we're going to start from the front. Then you have metal strips like this. Okay, you can see they're different sizes. So for the smallest lid, we're going to use the smallest ones, the smaller ones. Strips, okay? So we're not going to need those. We will need smaller ones. First we will need on one side, on the other side. Okay. Then we're gonna need actually both type of soft uppers. Okay. So these ones are around the head. We're gonna put up here. And we're gonna put here on the top part, okay? So here in the front part, we're gonna use the square ones. also we're gonna need rubber. So to do the front here, we're gonna use rubber like this. It looks like a Z. So we're gonna use that one here. So also we can feel on this rubber that one side is a little bit harder and the softest side, and the other side is softer side. So the hardest side always goes under the polycarbonate. I'll show you where and how. Okay. Let's start with the sheet. So start with the sheet here. Sheet here goes in the line with the long part here. It can go a little bit over this side panel. Okay, let's start with the first screw. Be very careful here. Okay, so the next thing what we do, we're gonna take the strip to make sure everything is right and everything is matching. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna screw this hole into the door handle. So that means everything is going and everything will be right. Okay, at the same time, this strip here is gonna be holding for me the panel. So the one man can do this job, okay? So we make sure that the hardest side goes under the polycarbonate. Okay. And this side goes under the polycarbonate. Okay. And this is the softer side. Softer side stays outside here. Okay. Okay, for this we need other bolts. Okay. So for now. Yeah, for the front we need to use square ones. So these are not good for us for now. We don't have to use the big ones. And for the square ones, we will need 8mm socket. Okay, 8mm socket, which is like this. Okay, let's start all over again. In. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, first one is in. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so now we can open this. Screw here. Okay. you're gonna do is you're gonna use the rounded head self-tapping screw, and we're gonna screw it here just to secure the polycarbonate. Everything is standing right here. Okay. Now. Okay. The other strip gonna be easier. Same thing. Start from the door handle hole. And then okay, let's take a knife. Okay. Off. Here. So now we need to attach this one else on the other side. We're not going to need these. The square head tappers will be used on this side here, and the rounded head will be used here on the curves. Okay, so again we need, where are the smallest ones, smaller ones, those are the big ones. These are the big ones, all the big ones here. Okay. So we're going to use this rubber here, triangle. Okay, yeah, stop. Okay, ready? Okay. Okay, so again, these metal strips, we will need them for securing the polycarbonate. Okay, this is a tricky part here. So what we have to do, if there is that much over the side, so it should be the same in here as well. So you'll need to keep it under pressure all the time. Don't worry here if the polycarbonate goes over the side. You will have plenty of strip to cover that. So just make sure there is no gaps in here. Everything is nice and tight. Okay. Okay, let's keep holding the sheet. Okay. Now we're gonna change the heads. So we're gonna need different. Okay. So the next what we do, just to secure the sheet, make sure this part here is in line with this metal piece here. Inside here, so I'm just gonna put first of all one ball here. Okay, that's gonna hold the sheet for us. Okay. Okay, so this rubber here again is always the hardest side. This part goes under the strip or under the polycarbonate. This time it goes under the strip here. Okay. Next one. Next one. Okay. Okay, same thing here. It has to be fully covered. Okay. Okay, again, we make sure everything is in line on this side. Okay, so this lid is done almost. I will check now if the front closes perfectly. Front closes perfectly. So the next step, we still need to actually finish this lid. A few more bolts. Another bolt here. It. Okay. So the next part is, as you remember in the very beginning, I showed you these small holes in the part 11 and 11.1. So I need to drill a hole here. Okay. So then in the package you'll find these small rubber pieces, more pins, more of them. Okay, so what we do is, you can use for this job pliers as well if you want. Okay, slide the rubber in. it's nice and strong on. Okay, so the next step we're gonna do, we're gonna put the same part in here from inside first. Okay, we're gonna load it. Okay, everything else, everything's the same thing on the other side. Okay. Okay, if you go from the other side, I will turn around here. Okay, rubber on. And let's secure it with this thing again. Yeah, it's nicely secured. Okay. Another one of these. Here. Okay, we are ready for the big lid now. Okay, let's put it on. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we need to secure it. It doesn't slip off anymore. Secure it now from this side. This side. Okay. Right? Okay, so now we need to do the both sides again. Let's start with this side here. So we don't need this head anymore. So now we're gonna use just a square head self-toppers. Okay, let's prepare everything for the next step. So we're gonna use the polycarbonate. One side, on the other side, and this is where we use the rest of the smaller bits. Okay, we're gonna leave them here, and let's start on this side now. Okay, as always, start with taking out polycarbonate. The polycarbonate, the conic. So basically everything is the same, just everything needs to be in the line. So let's start from here. Okay. Let's put it there. next part. Again, same thing. The hardest side goes under the polycarbonate. And then we're gonna put this metal strip on top. Just take your time and everything will be fine. Be in line here. Finish from the bolt all the way around. Okay. Got it. Same thing on the other side. Let's go. few more bolts, and both sides will be done. Cut it off. Okay, the last part is going to be the big sheet. Again, we're going to start from the front. Let's prepare everything. Here we're going to use the bigger strips. One here. One here. Okay, rubber sealant. Okay, this one's gonna be a bit harder than it was for the smaller one. Okay, you come up here. So again, we'll start with this. Just very slightly a little bit over the line here, but almost in the same level as the side panel. Perfect line in here, and that's all done. Let's put the bolt in. Okay, next part again, we're gonna use door handle. It's gonna be our liner to make sure everything goes right and all the holes are matching. Okay, it's secured here. Again, as always, with this rubber here, the hardest side goes inside. Softer side, I'm gonna stay outside. Let's not overtie them. Now we can do this part here. Make sure everything is in line here. Let's get that one away. Okay, here again the same thing. As we can see how much it has to go over the side. So basically same part, same thing in here. Make sure there's no gaps here. Okay, everything is nice and tight. Let's screw it in. Okay, you have to keep holding this. That's gonna be here. It goes on. Okay. I'll double check if everything is right here. Okay. Tight. The main thing that's in line here. Okay. Just put a few bolts in here. Okay. Everything nice and close. This is working perfectly. That's working perfectly. So the very last thing is going to be door handles. Okay. So what we got there, door handles. This bit here. Okay. Everything is in the package, so just sit down like that. And the nut goes on the other side. Okay. on. Let's go to the other side. That side. Okay, so basically that's it. It's rubber seal from everywhere. So all what you need to do now on the side, so you just need to push these legs into the ground up till here. So it's going to be sitting nicely and secure in the ground. Fill it up with the soil as much as you want. So for the ventilation or for the seating, you can use both sides. Okay. There's lots of space, plenty of space. You can use them inside the greenhouse if you want. Outside the greenhouse, they look very nice and neat. Okay, it's all galvanized steel frame, so it's not going to get rust or anything. The polycarbonate is UV protected, so it's great too. Okay, I hope it helps. And yeah, you can get these greenhouses on our website, ksbgarden.com. Also follow us on the Facebook page, KSB Greenhouse, on Instagram, KSB Greenhouse, and look for other videos on our YouTube channel, KSB Greenhouse. Thank you.